What's up, everyone? It's Denise Salcedo. Right now, I am at Globe Life Field, and standing with me is none other than the Almighty Bobby Lashley. Bobby, here you are. AEW All In on the precipice. I want to start off by asking you, what were your initial impressions of AEW when it first launched, and did you ever think that you would be part of the company and being here now?
When it first launched, I was like, man, that is awesome because there's another outlet for people to perform. Like for me, I think the greatest thing for the sport of wrestling is competition. I wish that we can have several different, and I always tell people, I'm like, well, because like some of our guys are like, oh, let's put them down, everything like that. I was like, that's ridiculous, man. I said, I wish it was in 4 or 5 or 6 other companies, and I tell people, watch our show. Watch WWE, watch TNA, watch Ring of Honor, watch Japan, watch all of those because I love the sport of wrestling and I love to be able to see people reach their goals and have an opportunity to show off what their talents and what they can do. So for me, I thought it was amazing that AEW came around and it gave an outlet for people to perform. But at the same token, I was like, am I going to be there? I really, at the time, if you would ask me this 4 years ago, I would have said probably not because I thought that I was just going to stay with WWE and then retire. But things kind of changed. And then as it started changing, I was like, you know what? I like what they're doing over there. A lot of friends, I talked with Edge when he went over there. I talked with Samoa Joe. I talked with a lot of guys that were going over there, and all of them had positive things to say. So the big thing for me is my group, the Hurt Syndicate. The Hurt Syndicate did not get their justice before. We didn't get to do what we wanted to do before. And we had an opportunity to do it here. Tony Khan loved it. And he was like, yes, I'll give you guys a platform to go and do the thing that you wanted to do before. And for me, that's all I needed.
Dude, I was going to say, it's very cool that, word of mouth said, hey, we're having a good experience here because that's so much more comforting for you because, you're making such a big decision to come to AEW and, it's your career, right? Like, it's big stuff. So, Bobby, I do want to ask you, once you came into AEW, what would you say was the biggest adjustment that you had to make, if there were any adjustments?
Going like this. No, a big adjustment because when I was with the WWE, it was like everything was very structured. There was a lot of structure there, and coming over to AEW, it gave you a little bit more creative liberty to just kind of have fun a little bit. And I had those times, when I was in WWE originally, when I first came in, and then I left and I went to TNA. I got to really just open up and really develop and find myself as a character when I was with TNA because I had a little less. I had more flexibility. And then going back into WWE, the structure came back, which was good, and I really like what they have over there. And then afterwards, at this stage in my career, being an older athlete, just to have the ability to be able to help out younger guys and be able to have creativity and be able to explore things that I want to do, I said, hey, man, I think it's perfect for me at this point in my life.
Last question for you. When you look back, or what do you, I can't even say look back, but obviously now being in AEW, what do you want this part of AEW to be for you, like in your career? What do you want it to be?
I want to go out with a bang. Everybody says that they want to end their career in a certain way, and that's what I want to do. I'm going to end my career here at AEW, but one thing I want to be able to do is I want to be able to really blow and show the Hurt Syndicate what we are able to do when we have that opportunity. But then again, what I want to do is I want to be able to help out and some of these guys here. When I've had an opportunity to come and meet some of the guys at AEW, there are some amazing talent wrestlers out there. So what I want to be able to do is I want to have some storylines with some of those guys. I want to wrestle some matches that people didn't really think of. When I moved over, they were like, well, Bobby against this guy, Bobby against this guy. I want to do some of those matchups that people were like, I didn't know that I really needed that match, but I love the fact that I got it. So that's what I want. I want to be able to do some big things for AEW, promote the brand, give back to Tony, give back to a lot of the wrestlers. Because when I first started in wrestling, there was a lot of people that helped mold my career and build my career, and I want to be able to give that back to some of these younger guys.
Well, Bobby, I'm excited for you here in AEW. I'm excited for those matchups that, like you said, didn't know we wanted them, but we are going to get them. Everybody, AEW All-In tickets are on sale now. The links will be in the description box below. Thank you so much to Bobby Lashley, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone.